I don't know, Randy, if you mentioned it, but today happens to be National Puppy Day.
Today is?
Yeah.
Really? Well, I wish we could find some puppies somewhere.
I know.
Where are we going to find them?
I don't know.
Tom Dock from Noah's Animal Hospitals has been gracious enough to join us this morning. And not only did he join us, he brought a bunch of puppies.
We did. We brought Hartford that Randy has. We brought little Selma. Twiggy is the pug right here, and then we have little Sprout, which is the Shetland sheepdog. All of these guys are courtesy, or they're visiting us from our friends at the Love Pet Project in Zionsville. You can see them on Facebook. I know the veterinarian. In fact, you know my dog Kratos.
Yes.
He came from the Love Pet Project. Okay, so it's a rescue that I am intimately involved with, and we love the fact that they were able to share some puppies with us today.
Absolutely. This is National Puppy Day, and you have got some, let's start off with your concerns, first of all, about poison and the things that that puppies are often getting into.
Well, you know, it's like having a kid, and a lot of people, especially, you know, younger folks just starting out, this is their first kid or their trial kid, you know, type of thing. Yeah. And so just like we child-proof a house, we want to puppy-proof a house. And it is also National Pet Poison Prevention Week. And we know these little guys, they explore the world with their mouth, okay? And they're looking at you, they're watching you for things. So if you take medication and you drop that pill, they think it's a treat. Something as innocuous as Tylenol, 500 milligrams could kill one of these dogs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So we've got to be super careful with the medications, whether you take, you know, medication because you have ADHD, anti-anxiety, antidepressants, and especially pain relief medications, yours or the dog's.
And you said, Tom, there's like a list of 10 things you have to watch out for. Is that right?
Well, there's bunches. The top 10 that usually come across are medications, rat and mouse poisons, chocolate, which we talked about lots, xylitol, fertilizers. It's getting springtime. People are going to do landscaping, and so they can get into that kind of stuff too. So it's just really important to keep the stuff up out of the way, keep the pet confined, use a kennel or a crate when you're not home so that they can't chew on an electrical cord or pull a tablecloth and something knocks down and hits them on the head.
So what are some of the basics? Because so often first-time pet owners will get a puppy. That's the thing that's most attractive. And what are the things we need to know going into that relationship?
Well, again, it's like bringing a child home. So we need to know, what are we going to feed this pet? All right? And I love the internet. It's got so much information, but you know what? I hate the internet because it has so much misinformation.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're talking about your pet's nutrition, there's so many sources you can go to, but go to your veterinarian. Find the right food that's going to help the puppy grow and thrive. We just mentioned this already. Where's the puppy going to stay?
Yeah.
All right? A lot of people let the puppy roam loose, but that's dangerous, and it doesn't help with house training at all. So get a good kennel, a cage, but I like to call it kennel. That's going to be the puppy's house, and they can stay there, and they're safe, and it can help with house training. Veterinary care, okay, health care. Just like babies need vaccines, these guys need vaccines too. These guys are up to date on the vaccinations. That doesn't mean they're done. So I think that's really important for people to understand wherever you get a puppy from. If they say it's up to date, talk with your veterinarian. There may be more vaccines that need to be done.
Yeah, and Tom, it's also good to keep an emergency phone number too, just in case something happens.
Right, so you've got your regular veterinarian, but they're not likely open 24 hours. So there's 5 24-hour veterinary hospitals here in Indianapolis, plus a overnight emergency hospital. So you've got options no matter what side of town you're on. Keep that handy.
One of the things we want to do as we are cuddling these puppies is throw the top puppy names up on the screen. I don't have a copy of that list in front of me, but I know number 2 was Charlie, which made me really happy because one of my early puppies was Charlie. Well, you were looking at the list, folks.
Yeah, we can't see it, but I think Max and Bella almost always show up.
Max is always
and I'm going to guess Luna's on there too.
Luna,
hey, now one of the things you were talking about the crate. Crate training is a great thing, is it not?
It is wonderful because these guys, they're not house trained yet. They don't know where to go. And so what we want to teach them is where to go, whether it's outside or on a puppy pad. And if you use the kennel, use an appropriately sized kennel. These guys do not need giant kennels. Okay? You want it just big enough basically that they can lay down, turn around, and stand up. Then they're going to start learning to hold it a little bit better. Hold the urine, hold the feces. That goes along with just setting a schedule, feeding at the same time every day. day, going out at the same time, taking them outside after they sleep, after 20 minutes of rough play. All of these things are just set that schedule and be observant of what your puppy's doing.
And be patient with it.
And be patient. That's a good one, Randy.
All right, so Randall, my concern is that you've all just been looking at the puppies, and Randy and Tom and I have been talking, and we just sound like womp, 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 womp.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything you've said. There's just too much cuteness going on.